Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode of Talk Therapy Through Gaming, episode 9. Today we're going to talk about mentors. The first thing I would say is stop whatever you're doing. I know it's a long video. Put it on in the background. If you're doing chores, if you're listening to something, just leave it. Just listen to the audio. I promise you that you will find some value in this. Um, I've been away for a few days. I went on vacation and then my cat passed away, and so now we're back in it and we're making the next episode. We're pushing forward with this project, and thank you all so much. Everybody's been tuning in. I've actually been making a lot of friends on YouTube and meeting a lot of really cool and interesting people. So I know that you will find something valuable. We're going to play a card game tonight, which is going to be much better for dialogue because card games are much more relaxing and casual. And I should be able to talk and not have to focus as much on the challenge and, you know, focusing on trying to win. We're going to be playing for the first time, right from the beginning, Magic the Gathering Arena. Never played it before. I was a huge Magic the Gathering fan as a kid, but I never played with anyone other than my brother. I was so introverted and afraid. Like, can you imagine that? Can you imagine not being able to play Magic the Gathering with the nerdy kids at school because you're that shy? That's how shy I was. So I've since gotten over that. We'll see how I feel about the online version and whether that translates, and we're going to explore it. I just installed it yesterday. We're going to go straight from the beginning, and it's going to be nice and relaxing, and it's going to be fun. And I hope that you find some value in this video, and maybe there's a little piece of something. So the question that I would pose to you today as we start off the episode is, who are some your mentors, both digital and in life, like real people that you've actually interacted with, and what are some of the things that they've taught you that you've learned beyond the average, like work hard, be thoughtful? Like, what are some of the real life lessons that you learned from mentors, both digitally via the internet and mentors in real life? This has been a huge thing for me my entire life, is I've always loved the mentorship and to feel like I'm almost like an apprentice to somebody. And when I was thinking about this concept, I was really thinking about two different types of mentors, the digital ones and the live ones. And there really is this interesting thing, and I've been thinking about it a lot. I've been reading a lot about evolutionary theory and about how we all started. And we were going through this really interesting time where for the first time ever, you can watch something on a screen that isn't going to threaten you, and you can read their body language, almost like looking at someone in the zoo. You can read their body language and their signs, and it almost feels like they're there, but you're kind of protected from them. And that's the first time that we've ever been able to analyze people, like through television and through the internet, where we can just watch people. And it's a really interesting concept to me, because I've noticed that I've drawn certain things from my digital mentors, and I've drawn certain things that were indispensable from my live mentors. So I'm going to take some time to give some shout outs to some people in my life that have really helped me along the way and that have taught me, and maybe you can learn some lessons and you can share your mentors, and we can kind of cross trade references. So I'll start off with the digital mentors. I break my life down into 3 to 4 year periods, where I kind of go through phases where I really am absorbing all the content from somebody and learning their story. I'm a huge lover of stories. I love to see stories in life and interesting things that happen that you aren't going to be able to see more than once or twice in your life. Let me get some tea. My mouth is already dry. Yeah, I'm drinking tea tonight. And I think everything can be told in story format. And so I think once you start to get used to a person, and once you start to learn a person, their story becomes apparent, and they have a certain narrative that they tell over and over again in a certain style, and you can absorb some of that energy, positive or negatively. So my digital mentors, starting from ages, let's see here, 20 to 24. 20 to 24 was right when YouTube came out. It was the big explosion. I was a super nerd. I loved people that you've never heard of, Day9 and Philip DeFranco. Those two mentors taught me that it was cool to be into whatever you're into for the first time. You know, there was a lot of flack about being a nerd and about being a gamer when you were young. And these people showed me that it's cool to be passionate and have a high level of intelligence with what you're doing, and to put out anything that's high level or well done. People are going to respect it regardless of what it is, because people can sense value. It's something that's just coded into our biology. We can tell when something is valuable and when something is not. So I learned a ton from those two mentors. From 24 to 28 was Gordon Ramsay. I mean, everybody was into Gordon Ramsay. For me, it was just, he was passionate, and he had a certain energy about him, and he had a certain attention to detail, and he just was doing so many projects and working so hard. I really drew a lot from him about how to work hard and to focus on the fine details. 29 to 30 for me was a really weird place in my life. It was actually kind of a really dark place. It was if you go back to my old episode of how I started to try to become more thoughtful, it was really this place where I felt like I had abandoned my plan of being a chef, and I didn't really know. I was kind of lost and overwhelmed and filled with anxiety. But it was also the beginning of the bridge back into life for me. So I started to look up motivational speakers. I started to look up any motivational speaker you can think of. I probably looked them up. Eric Thomas, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, all these guys. And so I went through a phase where I was really feeding off their energy and learning about how your mental state affects the outcomes of the things that you do in your life. In present day, the two mentors that I really am looking at right now are Gary Vaynerchuk and Jordan Peterson, for various reasons. I think Gary Vaynerchuk is hammering the same message over and over and over again about working hard, having empathy, and figuring yourself out. And I think that Jordan Peterson is the same exact message. It's just more of the intellectual version of why it's important to do the things. Like, these are the things I wanted to know when I was younger, which was like, why should I be kind to people? Even though it's kind of common sense, it's also kind of not as well. And so I've learned a lot from digital mentors. But there is a certain level of, like, it doesn't feel like it's real because there's a screen there. I learned so much more from people in real life. My real life mentors, here are my shout outs for people that have really impacted my life as far as a mentorship and learning skills, social and technical. 16 to 18, without a doubt, was Chef Becky. She was one of the few teachers that I met that was truly passionate about her work, and she taught me life skills, how to just act and behave in life. There's so much that you just don't learn from school about how to just talk to people and how to socialize and how to carry yourself with a level of pride, and she did that. So, Chef Becky, thank you. 20 to 25 was my prime of working every Saturday, every evening, every weekend, and I had two live mentors, Rashad and John Roberts, Chef John Roberts and Rashad. Rashad is a close friend of mine to this day. What they really taught me, if I had to sum it up, I try to break it down to the simplest form. They really just taught me how not to be boring, which they failed at. But they taught me how to have style. They taught me how to have confidence. They taught me how to talk to, once again, these steps were all breaking me out of my introversion into being able to socialize the way that I am. I think about a lot of these concepts that I'm talking about, and for a lot of people, I think that they can be quite boring, but the idea is that if you're struggling and you're at one place in your life, it's not always going to be that way. And I know that it sounds cliche, and even as I'm saying it, I'm like, ugh, sounds boring. It's like just like one of those hokey things that people say, but you can make incremental steps to improve certain aspects of your life, even things that you're really bad at. And these people have done it for me. And I'm hoping that if you have people that you can share those people so I can learn from them, and you can learn from the people that I'm, bringing forward digitally and otherwise. Those two taught me how to have style. They taught me how to be confident. They almost taught me like the fake it till you make it, but not really. How to be authentic and just be cool and not be awkward, and to speak and to make eye contact and to mesh with the group. And that was super important for my development. 28 to 29, 30. was a weird time. I was really in a dark place. I'd kind of abandoned my goals. I'm still trying to figure out what my niche is, and I feel like I can figure it out, but I really didn't have any mentors at that time. And my last shout out, 30 to 32 consistently, is Chef Jesse Souza. I learned more from this guy about how to like interact with people than anyone I've ever met. I learned how to pay attention to detail. He really taught me the fundamentals of how to be a good worker. I learned how to answer my emails. I learned how to interact with people in different departments. I learned how to basically run a business and to run myself. I watched him and his passion for what he was doing, and I still work with him to this day, and I'm friends with him. He has taught me so much about how to just conduct myself as a professional. I can't thank him enough. Thank you to those people that have really helped me. Your mentors are so important to your final development, to getting to where you want to go. If you don't have any, you should go and find some. If you can't find people in your life that you look up to, find some digital mentors. Like, find some people that are preaching positivity, that are actually authentic, that are not trying to sell you something, and start getting it turned around, because you can do it. I promise you. I hope that you find this valuable. I think with that, I would say, let's jump into this game and see if we like it or not. I'm going to minimize my window here, even though you can't see what I'm doing. That's the magic of the internet. And I'm going to open the game, and then we are going to switch into game mode. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Let's switch into game mode here. So it looks like it looks like it's ready to go. I'm excited. This is gonna be nostalgia, I think. Alright, so I did open it up, so I do know that we have to do 5 training missions. Let's do it. I'm super excited. This just brings back my childhood playing cards with my brother. It was poison fire deck all the way.
Whew. Looks like you barely survived your last battle, but with some training, you'll become a force to be reckoned with. Let's get started.
Oh, this is exciting.
The elves of Llanowar are impressive warriors. Perhaps one of them will help us practice.
The forest belongs to the elves.
Good. You don't have enough lands to cast anything yet. So that's all you can do right now.
Yep. We know that. Oh, I'm liking it.
Another land so you can summon a creature.
I'm liking this already. I'm feeling it. Yep. I'm super excited. Yep. Okay. I think we're done.
You can summon creatures to fight for you.
Cool. This feels like it's pretty fast paced.
Only one of your creatures is ready to attack.
How do I do it here? Okay, that's pretty easy. Yeah, when they're tapped, you can't use them. So this is
You're going to pay for that.
This is pretty. I'm liking it. I like the sounds. It does feel a little bit like fast though.
Inspect their details.
Okay.
pressing the attack.
Alright, I think that's it.
Ah, you've been blocked.
Yeah, that's good. I remember how to play. Come on in, sit down, relax, let's play some cards. I still have to learn like when I need to click and when I don't need to
Admirable.
click.
Pity I have to crush you.
That's a big problem. That beast will destroy your creatures if you attack now.
Yep.
You've shown spirit, but I will show you strength.
The music is always just so...
Stand your ground. One of your creatures can block it.
There you go. This is cool. Cool.
Take down that beast while it's still recovering.
You're not making this easy.
Cool. This is exciting.
We've got you cornered.
Cast the spell. Clear a path to finish her.
Okay.
Well
Great.
fought,
Cool.
outsider.
One. I like it. I'm liking this so far. This is not too bad. Alright, next battle. Why don't I have a face? Probably don't have a face because it's supposed to be my face.
Surprise attack!
So this is going to go much faster this time. Okay.
Yes, first blood. Woohoo!
Don't worry.
That's a
These
bonus
things
turns.
are basically harmless.
Okay. Go faster, faster.
Okay, maybe worry just a little bit.
Wow.
Second blood. Alright.
You need to mount a defense.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
I've got more where that came from.
Okay. Okay, this is
Your
getting
creatures
exciting.
aren't tough enough to survive being blocked. Hold them back.
Okay. Oh, that thing
Everybody but
like
me.
goes to where you're supposed to go. That's cool. It like lets you know, hey, this is the next move here. Pick what you're gonna pick. Okay.
Hey, nobody kills my troops but me. Wait,
Cool. That's like the silliest move I've ever seen. Clearly it was done. It was done for the sake of the demo. Like, why would you sacrifice that guy?
Where's an army of expendable minions when you need one? Oh, here it is.
Nice defense. He'd be a fool to attack you now.
Yeah, I can do it. Oh, I didn't realize you can have more than one blocker.
Never hold back. Never back down. Never walk barefoot in a goblin warren. It's time to bring the pain.
There's so many of these
This
things
is
that
going
I'm
to hurt.
forgetting about.
A good general knows when they're beat. So you should probably give up now. Have mercy on me, please.
Cool.
It's the pokey bits that hurt the most.
I used to spend so much money on Magic the Gathering cards when I was young. And Pogs. I always loved telling people about Pogs. That was the dumbest thing. Cool. I got 2 free cards from my 8
You're a quick
cards.
learner. So let's try a more challenging lesson. Follow me to Ixalan. There's a mystic there who spent his life studying the nuances of combat.
Like, Pogs were the dumbest. Like, they could literally sell us anything. He had a slammer with the finger grooves, as if the finger grooves really did anything.
He might look like any other merfolk, but his knowledge is boundless.
I have these cards.
patient
I
and
bought
keep an
this
open
deck
mind.
to play with my friend
If
Christian.
it is wisdom you seek, I will teach you. Birds fly freely, unfettered by earthly bonds. Everything is connected. You must understand the air, land, and sea.
This is weird. Cool.
That bird can fly over any blockers on the ground.
Okay. Cool.
Good. You've been paying attention.
Cool.
Obstacles may block your path, but do not lose sight of your true goal.
Is that crab wearing a pirate?
Yeah, I have a lot of these cards. This is cool. I'm glad that I get to do this. Shouldn't do that because now-
Sometimes, the best way around is through. Battles ebb and flow.
Let's see what's going to happen here. He's messing it up here.
Keep going. He's running out of cards.
There you go. Cool. I love
If
playing
you keep to the shallows,
the beginnings of
you'll
games
never
because it
learn
just makes
the
you feel like they're
secrets of
so
the
easy. It
depths.
makes you feel like you're just the
Wow.
best player ever.
That sounds...
And then you just will never win again after these 5 matches. This is it. This is the only...
If you make big waves, do not blame the ocean when you get carried away.
Alright, 4-6.
His lessons are just so majestic.
Cool. I think that's all I can do.
The student is a river. The teacher is an ocean. The master is also an ocean.
Wait, what? That last one sounds a bit fishy. You know what? The mystic I was thinking of isn't even a merfolk.
There we go.
It was fun while it lasted.
Pretty easy. It's nice remembering all these things about enchantments and stuff. But yeah, we used to just buy the dumbest shit when we were kids. Yo-yos were super popular. I remember when... That's funny that as I'm playing these games and some of these stories are coming back to me. We used to have like the yo-yo guy would come to your school.
Okay, you're almost ready to take on anyone, including whoever roughed you up in the first place. For your last lesson, let's head to Tarkir to learn the art of surprise.
This is gonna be the pirate deck. Nice and relaxing.
Watch her every move and be ready for anything.
Oh, it's just got like counter
Oh,
spells.
what pretty little thing has wandered into my web?
Alright. Yeah,
Go
it's,
on, attack me.
well, I clearly am not going to. I guess I really don't have a choice, huh?
This is my favorite part.
Yeah. Oh, and they give you time to put your own spells on
Let her
top
get
of
under
here.
your skin. Your move.
Oh, interesting. So, like, if I had a counter spell, I could put a counter spell down here. I remember how this works. So good. This person right here is like the person that you just never want to hang out with. Alright, well, this will survive.
Aw, we don't even get a hit in.
I've been waiting for this.
Target blocking or blocked creature you control gets 2/2 until the end of turn. So it's clearly designed for me to use it
Careful.
on my turn.
You can't afford to take another hit like that.
Got it.
Block first. Then it's time for some trickery of your own. Cast it now.
Cool, interesting.
Ooh, very clever.
Combat phase, all attack, one attack.
Huh, you've fallen right into my trap.
Get ready.
Interesting. Cool.
I can respect that.
We're gonna win.
I've got nothing, really. I'm at your mercy.
Cast a spell only if a creature is attacking you. Create 3/1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying. So next, attack phase, all attack. Okay.
Looks like you've let your guard down. Now it's my turn.
Hurry! Make some blockers!
Just give me time, which is nice.
Ugh, why won't you die?
Now you've got her.
But it's nice and easy to use.
I'll be in touch.
We've almost finished the tutorial. This has been fun, and this has been very nostalgic back to my childhood. In the coming days, I'm going to be working on a podcast. A real,
Nice
full-long
job.
episode.
That was some quick thinking. When we first met, You looked within an inch of your life, but now you're unstoppable. Who were you fighting in the first place, anyway?
So cheesy.
Nicole Bolas. After I annihilated you, I really didn't expect to see you
I
again.
can't even listen to that.
What? This is a terrible idea.
I couldn't even listen to that. It's just so cheesy. It's not 6 years old. Alright, here you go.
I'll make a deal with you, Planeswalker. Defeat me, and I'll let you go. Lose, and you will serve me for eternity.
Sweet.
Fight as if your life depended on it.
Oh, fire poison plus the
Sometimes
best.
you need to make a tough decision.
Discard of planes. Oh, it wants me to get rid of a land.
Did he just throw away a dragon?
You look surprised. I do as I choose with what is mine.
I was
and
going
it
to
is
throw away
all
this instant.
mine.
I always like having plenty of land.
Everything here exists or perishes at my whim. Power is the only thing that matters. There is nothing else.
This is exciting.
I will let nothing stand in the way of what I seek. Not even death.
Well, I can't block this guy because he has flying, right? Can I block that guy? Okay, well, I did something good, I think.
Enough of this.
You may cast your next instant or sorcery spell. Look at this. This guy's
My
just
triumph is at hand.
This guy's just wrecking shop.
What's this?
We just might be able to pull this off.
No matter. Soon there will be nothing left of you either.
It's like almost too fast.
Hey!
to Bolas.
Okay.
Hold back, so you can prepare for his attack.
What?
Oh, and I get to draw 3 cards. That's cool.
I've underestimated you.
Target what? Target blocking or your control gets 2/2 until the end of turn, but who could I give this to actually make this work?
Congratulations. You're actually beginning to irritate me.
Okay.
Such impudence.
Like we're doing good here, guys. Yeah, but it's not like I can really do anything.
Admit defeat.
We've come this far, don't give up now.
Okay, so clearly I'm doing this guy.
My patience is wearing thin. Let's finish it.
So I think I can do... keep him alive. Okay, that's good.
This is it.
I'm gonna win. Cool.
I'm impressed.
That was fun. That was really fun. And man, we were just sitting.
Woohoo!
What do we get here? We get a basic deck of each
That
kind.
dragon better think twice
I wonder
before
what
he
we
tries
get.
messing with you again.
A starter deck. Oh, I get all these decks. Cool.
pick one. It won't affect your games, and you
Ooh,
can
which
change it
avatar
whenever
do
you
I
want.
get? This is the dorkiest shit with Lion. I think I'm going with this guy because he's kind of like
We'll
Sub-Zero.
find you, Vraska.
I think this is actually the deck that I have, Jace. That I bought, that I have the physical cards of. That's funny that I picked him.
Whoa! This is your level. Play more games to level up and unlock more stuff. You can practice with me to start. Ready?
Let's just do
But
one
first,
more.
you'll need to choose a deck.
I just get to pick which one I want, huh? Let's do
You can change your
Dome
deck before each
Destruction.
game.
Alright, last one, guys, and then we're gonna get ready to go to bed. Or at least relax. It's getting late. Oh man, I'm so excited. 1, 2, 3. Keep all 7.
I love a good challenge.
Alright. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Okay. Cool. Force, we're gonna do fire. We're gonna do the hound. Fire Urchin, trample. Cool. Damage up by creature spell with lifelink also causes controller to gain that much life. So what do I have here? Pyrotechnics. I got 2 instants, huh?
Keep with it. You're doing great.
Soldier with lifelink. Because like
Hey,
maybe
I
what
can see your hand.
maybe what I can do here is just oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was silly. I should have done this one. I didn't realize there was 2 of them there. 5, huh? Cool. Feels like I'm winning. Just feel like nothing's happening here. Us.
Whoa!
Alright, so that's all attacker, 3 attackers. I don't really have any goblins in my graveyard.
It's important to take your time.
But what I can do is do this. Right, and then do that. Although I could have just killed him, I guess. Let's end the game. We won this match. Good job. And we won.
Want to play again?
Cool. Cool, level up. This is the great part about the level up system in all these games, is that everything gets real exciting in the beginning. Tons of rewards in the beginning.
Wow. What's this? There's new cards in every direction. But which path to choose?
1/1 counter unspell. Weird. This is upgrade deck.
One step closer to becoming the best. Keep progressing like this, and pretty soon you'll be ready for anything.
This is I've liked this. This has been fun. Oh, I got to use one, huh? Cool. I like all this. Oh,
Ooh, more quests. You'll get another one every day. Golly, there's just so much to look forward to.
well, this is exciting. I'm really feeling this. I'm really into it. So, I actually think, on that note, we are going to say goodnight. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch these videos. I really appreciate it. I'm beginning to feel really tired, so not as talkative today as I thought I was going to be, but I really enjoyed the game. It's really a trip down nostalgia lane. I like playing cards. Uh, go out and find some mentors, find some people that are going to put you in the positive mindset, find some people that are going to actually encourage you to do the things that you want to do. Please leave comments down below. Let me know your mentors. Let me know things that have influenced you in your life. I can't thank you enough for taking the time, and I'm out. Have a good night. Be kind.